This special episode of Equestrian Nation is a tribute to a good friend of the show, Hall of Fame cowboy Bill Smith. Bill passed away in June of 2025. For 15 years, Equestrian Nation would cover Bill and Carol Smith's Wyo sale in Thermopolis, Wyoming. Bill Smith rose to rodeo greatness, winning 3 Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association Saddle Bronc Riding World Championships and qualified for the National Finals Rodeo 13 times. Among his many accolades, Bill received the prestigious Ben Johnson Award from the National Rodeo Hall of Fame. Following his esteemed rodeo career, Bill continued to pursue one of his greatest passions, horses, becoming a renowned horseman and a guiding mentor to many aspiring to follow in his footsteps. The only thing Bill loved more than horses was his girl, Carol. Together, Bill and Carol built their dream, the Wyo Quarter Horse Ranch in Thermopolis, Wyoming. Over the years, Bill and Carol produced 39 sales, showcasing the horses of the Wyo Quarter Horse Ranch family, a legacy built on quality, dedication, and a shared passion for the Western way of life. Bill was a valiant yet humble man, larger than life, and determined to make those lucky enough to be around him feel the same. His legacy lives on in the horses he raised, the horsemen and saddle bronc riders he inspired, and the countless lives he touched. Here are some of the highlights of Bill Smith being on Equestrian Nation.
This herd of 2-year-olds is about to get saddled for the first time, a process that Bill Smith has done thousands of times. So he starts the cowboys out with some friendly advice.
There's going to be 45 colts here, and there's going to be 45 different colts. None of them going to be the same, but they're all good. Every one of them's good. If they have trouble, it's human trouble. We've got to give them a chance to get used to that and understand we're not here to hurt them. We're not breaking colts and we're not training colts. We're teaching. Some of us really don't have a certificate as a teacher yet, but most of the learning is going to go on with you guys. The horses are going to teach you guys. Okay, boys, have fun. We're going to start these colts 5 at a time. When I get 5 colts ready, I'll say bring 5 of you guys come in and I'll tell you what to do, okay?
The bell has rung and school is open at Bartlett Elementary. The first class is ready. Bill summons 5 cowboys to pick their partners.
They catch them. They catch him, each one of them, and once he catches one, he's got a halter. Once he puts a halter on, that's his horse from then on.
Now 14-5. Yeah! 15. Did we get 15? 14-5, 15. Did you get 14-5, Wilford?
Well, yes.
Now 15,000.
Besides Bill Smith being a legendary rodeo cowboy and a legendary horseman, he also had a legendary sense of humor.
The men are too dumb. Women control us that way, exactly that way. They make their idea become our idea. And we think we really thought of something fancy. But it's something they put into it and got us to do it. They do it, that's what they do, and it's fine because we're too dumb to have ideas.
A good solid horse.
Yes, we
92
will.
and a half. Now 90.
Yeah, it is that. If they get all the buck out of them today, they go back home with their heads hung down.
10, 2 and a half.
2 and a
10,
half.
2 and a half, 2 and a half.
Yeah!
Now 5.
Good luck to you.
$1,000, we're at 11. Now
Yeah!
11, 5, 12.
Some say Bill Smith was the greatest saddle bronc rider of all time. Here's a young Bill Smith holding one of his many trophies. We're very excited to show some lost footage that we just uncovered from Bill's rodeo days. This is Bill riding the bucking horse named Kane back in 1972. This footage we found shows what happened right after this picture was taken. What a spectacular launch by Kane on Bill Smith. The crowd is still talking about that amazing buck. For those who knew Bill Smith well, you've never met a guy who loved to laugh as much as Bill. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more of our Bill Smith tribute on Equestrian Nation after this.
We're
Every year, another crop of 2-year-olds at the Bartlett Ranch is each ready to become a riding horse under the supervision of Bill Smith and his brother Rick. In 1 week, they'll start 45 horses, and at the end of the week, ride them to a branding. Pretty amazing. What's their magic method?
Well, start when you're about 20 years old, going to Ray Hunt clinics, and then have a brother who's one of the most greatest horsemen you've ever known go to, and then you two kind of get on the same path for the next 40 or 50 years, and then simple, just easy piece of cake, nothing to it.
And Ray Hunt would be proud of his students, Bill and Rick.
Bill and I work well together. We think along the same lines, and that's really beneficial. And you could put Reed O'Rourke in that same category. So we're all kind of on the same page, so we can work things out, help each other out.
Yeah, Bill, he's an amazing guy and understands the temperament and psychology, you might say, of a horse, and what to do and what not to do. And somebody like that can be a tremendous help to you.
He rode the winds like a whisperer's tune, under the saddle, beneath the moon. Bill Smith, a name that the horses know, in bronc and dust, where the wild heart grows. He carved his name in the rodeo sky, a master of reins, a gleam in his eye. The saddle bronc, his untamed stage. Bill Smith wrote legends, page by page. Oh, Bill Smith, the cowboy's flame, a beacon of honor, a timeless name. Through horses' breath and the rodeo's fight, your spirit rides on in the western light.
His method of teaching a horse and training a horse had a tremendous impact on my life, and not just football, but everything that I do in life. I think about, it's part of my DNA now. When Bill was doing the clinics in Montgomery, I told our coaching staff, I said, look, that guy down there is every one of you will benefit from going down there and find out that there's a different way to get to the results you want, other than just being a driving, hard-ass kind of a guy.
There's 3 things I learned from Ray Hunt, 3 little quotes that he gave. One is make the right thing easy, the wrong thing difficult. One is to do whatever it takes and no more. And the other one is to get your idea to become the horse's idea. Them are the 3 things that fit in every situation.
He taught the young to hold the rope tight, to trust the horse, to chase the light. His wisdom wrote in every word, a song of the plains forever heard. The dust has settled, but not his stride. The cowboy's manner, the West's true guide. Bill Smith, a he'll always be.
Bill, watching Bill, I mean, I've known him for a long time. He's a great teacher. What are you really getting out of this?
Oh, I learn something new every time I'm around him.
If you follow what he says to do and pay attention to him, he's going to take care of you and everything's going to come out all right.
Did Bill get on your case about anything that you might have done wrong, or did you do everything just perfectly?
Oh, of course I did. No, I did lots of things wrong, but he didn't get on my case too bad.
I just respect Bill because of who he is and what he's accomplished, and you have to respect what he's done, and it's good to have his input and his advice.
You never have to wonder what he's thinking because he's going to say it, whether you like it or not. And I'd a whole lot rather be around somebody like that than somebody who just kind of tells you what you want to hear. I'd rather somebody tell me how it is and go with it like that.
Now, does Bill recommend that you emotionally lose it like that?
No, you know, it's never the horse's fault.
In the horse's heart, he rides forever. Through plains and fields, his bond won't sever. A whisper in the rustling leaves, Bill Smith's a legend, the heart believes. In cowboy tales that will endeavor, Bill Smith rides in their heart forever. Through every gallop, neath the open sky, his legacy echoes, it will never die.
Watching you out there in that round pen with that stick with the flag on the end of it reminds me of a conductor who's conducting the symphony. Except for the fact that they have more of a serious look on your face, and it looks like you have a constant cosmic giggle going on. So what's going through your mind with all this action out there?
I love what I do, and I love my horses, and I really like and appreciate these boys, and I'm enjoying myself, and I'm very, very happy when I see them boys putting a saddle on a horse and doing things the way I taught them to do it. And if it's wrong, it's my fault because they're doing it just the way I taught them. And I'm really proud of that. And it gives me a good feeling. That's where the grin and the laughter comes from. And these guys just make me happy.
Now, when we were rodeoing, I know that, I mean, I never felt this way, but I'm sure that if somebody bucked off one day and it was muddy out there, and maybe it didn't cost them the bronc riding, but they get up and they're covered with mud, they weren't hurt. I mean, you must get a bit of a chuckle out of that when these boys hit the dirt once in a while.
I reserve the right, and I tell them that at first. If they get bucked off, I'm going to laugh first and see if they're dead second. I can't help it. I mean, every time I've ever been bucked off in my life, somebody laughed, and probably you. And
me?
And I'm going to laugh if somebody gets bucked off.
I loved it when you bucked off because you were the toughest one to beat.
Yeah. Well, we're blowing smoke at each other now, but that's okay.
Oh, Bill Smith, the cowboy's flame, a beacon of honor, a timeless name. Through horses' breath and the rodeo's fight, your spirit rides on in the western light.
Get him going around there a little bit. Don't guide him, just let him go. He's after you. Whatever you get good at, you have to work at. And they're working at it, and we're all working at it, but it's not labor for me to sit on a horse and watch these boys start the colts. That's a privilege.
He taught the young to hold the rope tight, to trust the horse, to chase the light. His wisdom rode in every word, the song of the plains forever heard. The dust has settled, but not his stride. The cowboy's manner, the West's true guide. Bill Smith, a legend, forever free. In the heart of every cowboy, he'll always be.
So if I see something good, I like to tell them they're doing something right and reinforce them and build their confidence up and make them want to be here and want to like it and make them proud to be here and proud of the whole situation and proud that they're part of it. That's what I try to do, because that's how I feel, and I'd like people to do that with me. I had my butt kicked growing up every time I made a mistake, and I never had anybody ever tell me I could do anything. And I always thought if I ever got in that position, I was going to try to use positive reinforcement and encouraging kids to get along instead of knock them down all the time.
In the horse's heart, he rides forever through plains and fields, 'cause bond won't sever. A whisper in the rustling leaves, Bill Smith's legend, the heart believes, and cowboy tales that will endeavor. Bill Smith rides in their heart forever. Through every gallop 'neath the open sky, his legacy echoes, it will never die.
Tell him to listen to Bill and watch how Bill treats people. He treats horses the same way he treats people. And I tell him to listen, because if they don't, they're going to regret it later on. That's what I think. Because one of these days they'll realize they were around a great horseman that they could have learned a lot from.
Oh, Bill Smith, the cowboy's flame, a beacon of honor, a timeless name through horse's breath and the rodeo's fight. Your spirit rides on in the western light.
I got the one thing that you need to have to be a horseman. That's I love all horses. They don't have to win a ribbon for me, or a race, or a contest. All they have to do is be a horse, and I love them from the top of the draft down to the Shetland. And that's what it takes to do what I do the way I do it. The people I'm around, that I stay around, are the same way. They're just tools to most people, but to me, they're special.
Bill Smith, a legend, forever free. In the heart of every cowboy, he'll always be.
$15,000, $14,000, $15,000, $14,000, $15,000, $15,000, everybody. $15,000, where y'all done got to go.